right, welcome to the Collectin and Connectin podcast, episode 120. Here we go. What a great group we got here. We got Schuchster, we got Trevor, we got SteveyG. How's everybody feeling tonight? How we doing?
What up, what up?
What up?
Doing good. Bring the energy.
There we go. We're firing it up. We're talking collectibles, digital collectibles. We're talking Topshot, NBATOPSHOT. We got NFLALLDAY. Let's see what we're getting into here, guys. How we feeling? We got Schuchster. This is your first episode. Welcome aboard here tonight.
Thanks for inviting me on. Happy to be here.
Very nice to see. Very nice to see you made it here, and we're just going a little bit around the journey of our collectible experiences and what's been going on. A little what's in the news with NBATOPSHOT, NFLALLDAY. We're right here in the NFL season. We're playing fast breaks, or we playing playbooks. Shucks, so what do we got here? Are you into the fast breaks and playbooks?
Heavily into fast break. I actually am on a good run on the historic. Yesterday I got second place.
Oh, second place.
Third place. I got $50, and I got sixth place today. So I'm on a good run right now. So
look at this. And then the run's been going on. Are you have a streak here of all wins, or how we doing? How's
yeah, I'm not lost yet, but nobody's lost. So I'm barely cracking the top 100 just because I was playing it safe at the beginning, not trying to save some of my better players, but on such short runs, there's only like 10 game runs. It's not necessarily the best strategy, but yeah. And then plus, who's supposed to know that you're supposed to play Serge Ibaka for field goals made every single time? But
yeah, really.
I don't know. The Tome Collective, that website, very useful.
Yeah. Oh, witty.
I think I lost a historical fast break mostly by not filling out a lineup the first 2 days. Like I haven't lost since.
Yeah, they didn't announce it very well. I found out like 2 hours for a drop. But yeah, Tome Collective has been very useful. Shout out to that website because he looks at the averages that actually. That's a lot of data to go through. That's looking at every single game, and that's.
Yeah, no, we does great stuff. So everybody should follow him on social and
totally
sign up for that. Great list of information he sends out. There's daily emails that he puts together with just some historic data. So you got the two fast breaks were going on. We have the WNBA playoff fast break. We have the historic run, which has been a lot of fun because this is the first couple runs of this happening here. I think we're in the third run, I think, right now. We just some fun that you could do with all your run it back collectibles. Who would think?
We just found out they're going to do it year round too. I didn't know that. They're going to do that year round.
Is that service free? Like, is he offering this service free of charge?
Oh, with Witty and the
so far.
Okay.
Let's go.
I don't want to say. But he almost shouldn't because it is a lot of work. The historical average that it shows on it's absolutely useless. Absolutely useless because some of the best players and the highest scoring players in all of it are like Blake Griffin, Zach Randolph, Serge Ibaka. They're outscoring some of the best scorers of all time. So it's very useful. And I also always look at the top 5 and try to use none of those players. So the top 5 most used players, I almost try to use none of those players because if it can hurt you a little bit in the standings if one of those guys hit, but if they don't, you're boosted. Like I try not to use hockey players just like I was using daily fantasy or something like that.
So you're playing for ceiling all the time on your daily lineup?
Yes. I want to win, but you can get 5 wins.
Yeah,
easily.
I'll do that for some rounds, but like if you haven't missed yet,
I
don't want them too cute. If I'm in the
I just hit my first 5-win pack, fellas. Of all the runs, I finally hit my first 5-win pack. So it was a
5-win pack.
Landmark this run because I've struggled terribly.
So you usually can have a safe lineup of stacked players that aren't the 5 players that are used. You can usually do that. Now, if you got to be safe right now, I want to make sure I get those 3-pointers. Yeah, I used Kemba Walker, and he was used the 4th yesterday or something like that. So I was like, I'll do it smart to make sure I'm gonna try to hit. But if I'm stuck between two people, I'm going to use the less used person. So
I'd love to see depth charts of who's supposed to be on these teams. I haven't tried hard enough to find that, but could see that being relevant information if we're trying to make decisions.
I'm waiting to see how many of these like 1970s run it back guys start flying into the next run or two. And I'm looking like we had 3 Wizards guys. I'm a Wizards guy. So we had 3 Wizards guys drop. So
Wes Unseld needs to be on there.
Yeah, we got like no players in any drop, and now we have 3 Wizards players. So all of our rosters are going to get completely shaken apart when they put these guys in. Yeah, Unseld's got to be in there, I think, next run, hopefully.
Yeah, no, that's some great with the 70s packs. You guys been enjoying the initial packs? Did you guys get in on that? First wave, second wave, third wave? Because if you waited for the marketplace and then to drop down, I mean, it's pretty insane that you got wave 1 going for roughly $400 a pack on a $30 pack. I mean, it's been getting pretty up there with the.
You can't plan for that because if the second wilt gets pulled, those go down to $40. Thumbs up, I guess. I did a thumbs up on that.
Our podcast agrees with you. Look at this. We got the AI officiating this. So
there we go.
One thumbs up for you. But no, that's true.
I'm in to own any historical set that is rare or common on Top Shot, but I'm not buying packs. I don't need to chase the ultimates. I just like the historical moment vibes.
I'll do burn challenges for packs. I'll do burn challenges or trading challenges for packs. But buying the actual pack, seldomly. It's not like I never do, but if I got some extra dapper burning a hole,
And as it is, my historical bags are so heavy and locked that I'll get a few packs along the way.
Have you guys been completing any of those sets? Those Phantom Threads? Have you been going after the Phantom Thread set or the this new 70s?
I didn't do the set when the challenges were out, but I acquired the I think it was the Alonzo Mourning. That was a Raptors challenge reward moment. So I have that in the collection now. I'm offering on the Rodman challenge reward. I'll get the others eventually.
Yeah,
I just missed out on. I was a bit busy just doing vacation and stuff when.
Nice. I know if it's the wrong week in your life, it's just hard because it's like you're trying to get in on it when they're dropping, and if you just miss it and the prices are going up, you're kind of sitting there scratching your head, going, maybe I'll wait for them to come down.
It's not too painful to chase. Like I can get the challenge reward wasn't that bad. The other one I have like a $90 automatic offer on it right now, and I'm sure I'll get it sometime next week. And then the other ones are $10 moments still. Like you might even get better cereal if. People are dumping now the challenge is over.
And Stevie, you going after any of these? Any that you?
No, I'm
only, or are you?
No, I'm just loading up because I know any day the blog's going to hit of what they're releasing next year. So I'm stacking up for next year's like latest and greatest things. And I haven't bought a ton of historical stuff recently outside of the Wizards moments. I had a bunch from before, and like I said, in Fast Break, like Vince Carter seems utterly useless most of the night. So I'm wondering, I haven't bought for historical Fast Break hardly at all at the moment. So I'm just kind of stacking up, waiting for how high the Trey Johnson leaderboard's going for the Wizards.
Right. All right. That's awesome.
I mean, all day's been back in the swing too. So now you're fighting back and forth between Topshot and Allday. Of what
are you picking up any Ravens defensive line moments this year?
Oh, listen, I almost took this flag down for this podcast after as bad as
I'm also a Baltimore fan. Like I started cheering for them in
look at this.
The Ray Lewis, Ed Reed days. It's been.
I know it's.
Why
terrible.
Are we the Bengals now?
I know. It's been awful. So I mean, hopefully they figure it out and turn it around because there's way too much talent there to
as long as
they've stunk.
As long as Beaks' neck is still hurt, maybe they can supplement losing a defensive tackle. Like no one's giving up an edge rusher. Like that's
Yeah, it's definitely a rough time to be a Ravens fan right now. So I'm waiting to stack. I picked up a couple like Malachi Starks and Mike Green moments, and then after the first 3 games, it's like I don't know that they have any playable moments yet from anyone on defense right now.
Mike Green could he'll get as many snaps as they can possibly give him. It's a good time to be a fantasy owner of Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews.
Really. Unless you're playing against them. Oh, that touchdown got me. This last one. I've been struggling with the fantasy. I keep getting burned against that. Even when my team does good, somebody has that that one dude that just blows up in the Sunday night or Monday night game, and I'm just sitting there helpless. I'm like, all right, listen, I'm in like 4 leagues trying to juggle as much as I can right now, and I'm just whenever you see one of those injuries that have been coming up, you're scrambling. You're like, wait, what league is I got James Conner?
Yeah. Did you draft all the same guys? Like, do you have James Conner everywhere?
I'm telling you, not in every league, but I think I have every guy hurt amongst the 4. I got Burrow. I had Connor. Who else has done for a while? CD Lamb.
Lamb just went out, yeah.
Oh, man. I said, come on. I said, I can't catch a break over here. But, Schuchster, have you been catching the NFL all day or getting in on any of the
No.
Okay.
Zero. Well, actually, I got that, there was a free pack for NFLALLDAY. I had NFLALLDAY when it first started. Then when the first playbook started and the floor moments were going for $10, I sold it all.
Yeah.
Sold all of it.
You're
I
just
was like, I've seen this. I was like, I've seen this before. I know exactly how this works. I sold everything. Sold all the floor moments for $10, and then just haven't looked back. I'm not a big
you sold it as aggressively as I sold the NBA NFT on ETH that I got access to.
Oh my God, that thing! That thing was supposed to be the death of Topshot. Do you remember when that was releasing in the Twitter world? Was like the sky was falling of some cartoon image was going to bury Topshot. I was like, oh my word, people!
As soon as I saw what they're going for, and what it looked like, I'll take the cash immediately.
Did you guys like? I know it's a little unrelevant now, but did you guys like the Phantom Threads set? I know that the collective was that people did not like it. They're like, who wants a Tracy McGrady Knicks moment or whatever? But
my Patrick Ewing Orlando Magic reward, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We go around. Stevie, what'd you think of that?
So I love the concept of it. I hate how they rolled it out. Personally, it was just it felt very random of how they curated all of it together. There was no common story or thread amongst it. But to me, if I love Allen Iverson as an example, or Vince Carter, right? So I'd love to see all of the Iverson pit stops along the way minted at some point. Same with Vince Carter. But a random Iverson on the Nuggets plopped in with a random McGrady with a random Ewing. It's okay, well, how what's the plan long term to kind of tell the story of the players? So I like the concept. I think I'd like to see it presented maybe a little bit differently.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a unique idea. So it's do unique ideas. I liked it. Iverson being on Memphis for only 3 games is fair. But that was a huge deal, dude. That was the end of his career. He got waived by them. It was huge. I remembered that. And maybe the T-Mac on the Knicks, maybe that's a good argument right there. But either way, I was I like that they're doing something unique. So I like the idea of it. I completed that whole set. It wasn't very expensive. And I did the 70s one, and I did the running back origins one. Just not any of the legendary ones. Those are just, you can't. Those aren't very inexpensive, but usually you can free up enough Dapper to complete one of those pretty easily, and that's what I did on this one.
And Trevor, did you get in on the Phantom Threads or?
Yeah, I'm working towards it. I'm just not convinced it needs to be a rare set.
Yeah,
3 games by it would have been a great common archive set minted to 1,500. I think
maybe the economics of the platform are at a point where you need the rare to support the pack pricing, and then just keeps diluting other rares as a result.
Yeah, I know. I guess I think
I love the historical moments. They're the random players on random teams is pretty cool.
Yeah, the price point, I guess it's hard with archives. It's if there's no pop in there. I mean. I guess if it's just a $10 packs, $10 packs and commons, I guess would be cool. But then it's how many do you mint? Is it over minted? So now there's 3,000 Patrick Ewings on the Magic. It's hard. It's a hard.
I can't. How I say on Fast Break that I always try to use a player that people aren't using. I can never use Tim Duncan. I can never use Dwight Howard. Those are ones I almost never use because they're super chalky, right? 50% of people use it because there's so many Tim Duncans on the platform, and he's actually not that strong of a fast break historical fast break player anyway, so it doesn't really make it's not like really kills me. But I want to use Tim Duncan, he was a fantasy monster, and
I'll use Tim Duncan any opportunity. Thousands of other lemmings with me. You got to support
the thinking is if 60% of people are using him and he hits, that boosts you a little bit. But if you use a player that 10% of people are using and they hit, that boosts you a lot in the standings. So
I agree. I'm acting irrationally. You're right. You're right about this.
Yeah.
I'm emotional about these things.
But I definitely dig the set. I know, I definitely like it. I think it gives a bunch of bottlenecks that were out there. I know if you were holding those bottlenecks, you might be kind of upset that now, okay, you can go out and get, an Elijah Wan for a lot less nowadays than it was before this started. But it kind of gives the evolution of if we're looking to grow the platform, looking to get new collectors into this. If I'm turning it in and I'm seeing, okay, I got to spend $1,000 for this guy because he's my favorite player and this much. I mean, you might back away. You might say, listen, I'm not. This is cool, but I'm not throwing all this money here. But something with that's going to be ongoing throughout the year. Using old players it's like a video game kind of a reward in a sense, where it's like you could bring out those old rosters and start mixing it up and playing with them, which is kind of a big appeal to something that I think could get a good range of people that were around and watching those 70s players. It could be when they start minting some of the 90s players who grew up with what era. It's kind of nice to just be able to tap into that. And then, it could be something, holiday time, you're sitting there with the family members, you got Uncle Al coming in for talking about the great, 70s and all. And you could be like, hey, look, Uncle Al, we got, look at these plays over here. Remember this guy? Remember that, remember these highlights? I mean, it's something that I think it bridges a gap to give you something to talk about to others, because otherwise, if it's just straight up cardboard collectibles, which are fun and which are great, but you can't see it. You can't see it sometimes. So when you're sitting around with some of family members and you want to talk about, the Celtics from the 70s, you just automatically now could show them these things. And with crypto slabs, you could put that moment right there on your desk. You could put it, like I got here in the background.
Shout out crypto slabs.
There we go. Nice. What do you got there? Tell us about this, Schuchster. What do you got?
This is LeBron TSD Meagle, and I got Luka's Lakers debut.
Nice. Oh,
and then I have the Derek Fisher Topshot debut. It's seen better days.
Yeah.
But he, the guy from Crypto Slot is very helpful. He just sent me a new one since that one went out, so he is very communicative about that. So
Nick's awesome.
That Derek Fisher Top Shot debut seems to be doing pretty well.
No.
What do you mean, price wise?
Yeah, price. Is that the challenge?
I don't think it has. There's only 31 of them. Because it was a challenge reward.
9,000 now.
But I mean, there's only like 2 sales on it.
Yeah.
One of them was pretty cheap. Because anybody that wanted that would have done the challenge reward. So it was like, at the time, I was like, it isn't going to sell at all for a while, because anybody that wanted it would have just done the challenge. The challenge reward was surprisingly inexpensive. So, like, I was able to get that done for probably $600-700, something like that.
Nice. You pick up any moments you liked along the way of that challenge?
Yeah. Brandon Roy Topshot debut, which was cool. Here, let me see. That's actually a good question.
Like a lot of my good legendaries for both historical and regular fast break came from chasing the Kawhi Leonard shot for me. Like that's the one legendary challenge I said I have to have this.
Yeah, so this is the Collier Hollow Icon Challenge that just happened. Was not planning on doing that. I usually don't do legendary challenges, but the second the Hollow Icon packs dropped. I bought a Courtney Williams. So I wanted her for Fast Break. Super inexpensive. It was $150. And I was like, I could use her the whole run of Fast Break. Like, that's going to be really useful, especially because of some limited uses. And then I was doing trade-in packs, and I got a Leah Boston, and I was like, I got 2 of the 5 needed to get Collier. The other ones were pretty inexpensive. I was like a no-brainer. I was like, Collier, like if it was by her, like not a challenge reward is really valuable. So I basically felt like I was getting that one for free.
So now you're a WNBA Fast Break whale. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, I wish I had an Asia Wilson. I had an Asia Wilson, but I sold it because I didn't think they would do that well in the playoffs before they went on a crazy run. So here, let me see. I'm curious what I got. What were you gonna say?
I was just saying that this season of WNBA's it's boiling down here. I guess Liberty already fired their coach after one championship there, which was kind of shocking. They
said they were going to fire her. Like they wanted to fire her last year, but they couldn't because she won. That's what.
Wow. Yeah.
They said. But also, real quick, I got Gary Payton Topshot debut, Peja Stojakovic Topshot debut, and then Allen Houston. And Allen Houston isn't one I would have gone for anyway, but Gary Payton and Brandon Roy and Peja Stojakovic, it was like, oh, this is pretty awesome anyway. And Peja Stojakovic helped me yesterday get 3rd on the 3-pointer one, so that's part of the reason, because he did well and barely anybody has him. So got boosted.
And just want to go around a little bit to talk some collectibles. I know SteveyG, you've been a fan of Candy for a while. I know you've been involved there. Do you want to tell us a little about what got you into collecting the MLB stuff over there, and what are you thinking of the MLB season going on so far?
Yeah, so I won't talk about the MLB season because I'm an Orioles fan. So this has been an utter and complete dumpster fire of a season as an Orioles fan. Like, we're just doomed to be a poverty franchise, I think, forever, because we've got all this talent and it just is not working. So MLB season, giant letdown, I would say, for the most part, as an O's fan. Cal Raleigh hitting 60 home runs as a catcher is kind of wild.
Oh,
but
yeah.
On the Candy front, I mean, I always grow like baseball cards, like my primary collectible when I was growing up. Huge baseball guy and baseball fan and stuff like that. And I remember when I got into Topshot, I was like, this will be awesome when this goes into baseball. And then Candy spun up. Early Candy, the prices were nuts. So, the S1 Candy stuff that's out there was wild. So I definitely overspent on like a Tatis Uncommon, because Tatis was my guy back in Machado. So I really like their presentation a lot. There was like a lull, I think around like the 2nd or 3rd year when they hit like the high mint counts, like right when Topshot and everyone else was minting high. They had a high mint series, but other than that, like their mint counts are still extremely low.
I know.
Even their current pack drops have stuff out of 25 in the epics guaranteed in the pack. It's like that to me, not financial advice, disclaimer, obviously, but if that stuff can get some traction, like the out of 25s, the challenge rewards are super low. I love how they do the digital signature. I think Allday brought that in now recently too, but I just think like the quality of that product is like top tier, and they're not like minting for the hell of minting stuff. So very bullish on Candy, not a paid promotion. What's that?
What's digital signature mean? It's like it's the same thing
autograph.
As Topshot?
Yeah. It's just like the autograph thing. Yeah, it's the autograph. So all of their epics have the autograph on it. But it's
no-brainer idea.
Yeah.
A star that you connect on the platform, you have them have like a fucking barcode scanner, and I could go up to them with my moment and scan the barcode and have that moment autographed. I just think that would be brilliant. You could literally go, if you do a meet and greet or something like that, you could have the guy actually autograph my Montrezl Harrell serial number 17,432 and make that worth, $5.
Yep. Yeah, I think I saw Collectin when he was in Summer League actually had crypto slabs. He was having the guys sign on the screen with the crypto slab, which was pretty wild. So that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, no, I actually was I have a couple myself. Actually worked with Nick to do an Allen Iverson auto. So I went took my Iverson, rare that I run it back rare, and he's actually now making these autographed panels that go in. So it's like a special paper that's on there, and it's on a piece of glass, like tempered glass. So the signatures should will stay and stay preserved. So it's something really cool that basically it's already kind of evolving into that. And which is great about it is a lot of the athletes that I've seen. I've also went with an NHL breakaway. I went to a signing with Mike Richter, the Rangers goalie, and he was also taken back by it just because it was like the quality and how clear they are. And then now to actually get an autograph on it was just. It's so neat, it's something different than if you're at an autograph show, you're there signing 100 things all day long. You see something like that, it's just takes you back for a second. It's just like really cool, and they're admiring their own play for a while. So it's nice because you never really see them staring at the collectible before they even sign. Usually it's like, all right, here's a ball, here's a puck, here's a card, here's a jersey. They're just rinse and repeating a lot of times, but they'll sit there and they'll take the time with the digital video because they're actually like watching it and admiring like what play it is and where it was. So it's definitely something neat. I would say, like, if you have a show in your area or coming to you soon, take a look at some of your collectibles or go out and buy one that you wanted, because you'll have a good time going to a show and bringing them one of those.
Yeah, I think the ace in the hole for Crypto Slabs, I was just talking to him recently, was the price point. They have a great price point. Like the Infinite Objects for $300. Like if I can get a Topshot moment on my Infinite Object, by the time it arrives, the value is less than $300 on my damn moment. So who knows? I think the price point for Crypto Slabs is the right price point. It's enough to make it special moments. You're not putting your necessarily some common moments on there, but I think it's a good price point. I got one. I got invited to the weekend because I live close. I live in San Diego, so I'm really close to LA. From Dapper, and went to this box, and they gave me a Crypto Slabs there, and I was like, oh sweet. Immediately came home, ordered 2 more online the next day. I was like, this is awesome. These are great. So I'm definitely a fan of Crypto.
Yep, he's great too. He gets it to you as quick as possible.
I was at the price point, so I have probably the cheapest moment ever Crypto Slab just behind me here.
What do you got? The Dwayne Wade? What do you got there?
No. Okay, so it's not the Dwayne Wade. It's Daniel Gafford Spotlight Series. So it's a common, but it was the first moment ever minted from a game I went to. So the play.
What's the cereal?
Shoot, hold on. I gotta slide back. It's like triple digit somewhere.
That's the spot right there.
It's 328. So my new mission is to try to find the section I was sitting in. But the one I have is 328.
Yeah, man. I see the section, like the number.
Section where I was sitting, and get that as the serial number. Yeah, that's my next mission with it.
So do you know the section?
The first one was from a game that I went to. Was the LeBron 3-pointer? Not the no look 3-pointer. Against the Warriors when he said he couldn't see it. It was a playing game against the Warriors, and he hit the 3-pointer and he points to his eyes that he couldn't see.
Yeah, the challenge award. Yeah, the MGLE
challenge award one. Yeah, I finally bought that one eventually, because when that first happened, I was like, well, I can't. This is $1,500. I'm not buying that. And then eventually it got cheap enough, and I got a good cereal on it too, I think.
That's awesome. That's a great moment. And Trevor, what brought you into collecting before digital? Like, what's something that were you ever into cardboard stuff, or did you venture around a little bit?
Probably first thing I ever collected was Canadian coins. Like, I think
Nice.
I had there's a random coin, set of coins both sets of grandparents had, and I went on a mission trying to see if I could find a coin from every year going back to a certain point in time. So like there are a few gaps in the series, but like had a few going back to like the 1920s.
Nice. That's awesome.
At the parents' place right now. So that would have been the first thing that I collected. Then quickly pivoted into like sports memorabilia.
Yeah. What got you? The autographs or was it jerseys or what sport was it that got you into the memorabilia?
Mostly like a lot of Jays bobbleheads. Like I went on a big run being a season ticket holder and would like get the entire bobblehead series for that season. Yeah. So still have those. I don't really have anything too premium in terms of like cards or physical. Okay. I've got a few signatures when traveling to see the team. So like R.A. Dickey signed baseball or a few other things like that. One like my biggest collectibles regret is I'm not sure if you guys remember the Blue Jays first baseman Edwin Encarnacion.
Oh yeah.
He like whenever he did a thing where when he ran over the bases, his arm would be way up like this.
Yeah.
So Twitter accounts would meme a parrot onto his shoulder. So Edwin was doing a signing in Toronto at one point, and I showed up with a stuffed parrot that I still own, hoping that I'd be able to get him to sign the damn parrot. I think he had some injury he had to go to rehab for and cancel that opportunity.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so now on the lookout, next Encarnacion signing opportunity in the greater Toronto area. He's still got to sign that damn parrot.
Oh, dang. All right. So you still got that thing sitting there. All right. Listen, you never know. It could be Kismet one day. We'll keep a lookout and see exactly if he's popping up at any signings. But so that
we'll have the parrot tracker on the podcast.
Yeah, really. I'm in. We'll see what other some other stuffed animals we could get signed. We'll see. We'll let Trevor start with the parrot, and then we'll go around and see who else we can get.
I'm not sure what other like professional players would be a good opportunity like that. I'm sure there's someone somewhere
to link up with. I know some sort of stuffed animal. I don't know. Yeah, it's true. There's definitely something out there. But as far as then from there, what was your who was your idol on the Blue Jays growing up that you chased or that you were after? Was it?
So like we all loved Roy Halladay back in the day. Like I was a bit too young to be watching the Jays World Series years. Like I would have been 5 at that time, so barely aware of like how many outs there are in a situation versus cheering along for a meaningful run. So a lot of like the Jose Bautista era for me is probably the most memorable Jays era. Like I liked Brandon Morrow a lot before that. He was like a very, very injury prone but exciting pitcher we had.
Yep, no, it's true.
So, fun fact: Jose Bautista, at least last time I looked, still follows me on Twitter. It was like the most random Twitter follow I ever had was Jose Bautista.
Wow, look at this.
The idea. I'm double checking if he still does. Yeah,
you got it. He does.
Joey Bats team still follows me on Twitter. Yeah, never interacted with him. It was a random thing.
You're gonna have to DM him this episode here. I mean, look at it. We're talking. You got 4 of us talking about Jose Bautista on here. I mean, this is. I bet he didn't think this would be happening tonight on the Collectin Connectin pod.
What a stud!
The fantasy relevance here of the collectibles of Bautista. We got to mint the Joey Bats bat flip. That real.
Yeah, like if that's on candy, I'll need to go buy it.
I got to mint that thing sooner or later. That was epic.
He's definitely in the house for that game, and I'll go back and watch that 45-minute inning every so often.
That's crazy. You follow baseball at all, Schuchster? You've been are you
a little bit? I'm basically an NBA fan. So a lot of people, it would be like, "You're watching the game tonight," and I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Like if it's not a basketball game, but I like. I grew up in LA, so we didn't have a football team when I was growing up. So football is definitely on the bottom of them just because I really, no matter what, just don't have a dog in the fight. I know they have 2 teams now, but I was way out of LA by the time that we got those. And one of them, I moved to San Diego, so one of the teams here went there. So, kind of have a little bit of love for Chargers, but yeah, I mean, how can you not be a Dodger fan growing up in LA? How can you not be a Laker fan? So
yeah. All right. So that's it. Lakers are your team. Lakers your number one. you chase the leaderboards at any point? Are you
not the leaderboard's impossible because because of all the the LeBrons. But I mean I'm in the hundreds or not in the hundreds, like 200, 300, something like that, which is impressive for me. But I'd always have the team completion. That was really important to me. That's why I went for Derek Fisher last year. That's why I had Steve Nash, which, by the way, talk about a phantom thread. And that's why I had James Worthy. And now, come on, Will Chamberlain is minted to 11, basically. very heartbreaking. I'm like, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, that's too much. But
Wilt's rough. Being only 10 legendary, 1 ultimate. I mean, I don't know. What is it? Who knows his whole career? Where else did Wilt play? Are we going to get a phantom thread?
Philadelphia, the Warriors. As it was the Warriors, so it wasn't the 76ers. But you
never know. Maybe you won't have him on the Lakers, but you could get him on the Philly.
Yeah, but
team.
it has to be a Lakers moment to count.
For your leaderboard at least. Yeah,
I wish like they put his debut as an ultimate and then put him in the 70 set also. And maybe, I mean, it's just, if they want us to take pride in this, how could you have a minted to 10? Like, I look, the Derek Fisher is minted to 31. So I there's an argument to be made for that, but we all had the opportunity to complete that challenge if we wanted it. So if more than 30 people wanted it, then we could have done it. But minted to 10,
like if I'm forced to like chase pack lotteries to
exactly
real moment like that,
right? And that's pretty. I mean, I try not to get too negative on Topshot because it's like, look, I know what this is now. Like anybody that's still in the Topshot streets, we know what we're in, and we're not in a money printing machine. So anybody that's looking for that, those guys are gone. So, but the people here like to collect. We all like to collect, and that is like, you can't win, right? Because if you did that, what I'm suggesting, then some people would be like, what value are those ultimate Will Chamberlains if you just have a rare one also? So look, there's no way to win, but it's tough for me to think that I think that's going to be an impossible full team set, but.
Sorry, like who's the best player that's not on Topshot yet?
Jordan and Kobe, I'm sure.
Yeah, we got two very obvious ones. I think since day one, everybody's been like, wait till they come out with Michael Jordan's moment.
Yeah, that'll be when we come out of beta.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's gonna be some day when that happens.
Will they do that with Jordan as well? Like there'll be 5 Jordan moments.
I mean, will it be
you can't do a Jordan at a release and only have 10 of them. You cannot do that. Like that would be a disaster because how could you set up a situation where only 10 people can be happy? And that's what I felt like. Only 10 people can be happy with this. Now, what I think is happening is I think they want to get the headlines the Panini's getting about a sale. Like, look at this big sale that's happening because there's so few Wilt Chamberlains. So, I fair enough, I guess. But when you have to mint to 10 to get that, I don't know. That's just the unfortunate part.
Like when you're minting, potentially excluding a jersey number from a moment. Like I don't remember what Will's jersey number is, but out of 10, you could be missing it.
Yeah. I mean, have any of you collected the Panini stuff? Have you guys ventured into that digitally or physically?
I have Panini stuff. Yeah, it's definitely going up. I mean, I'm getting offers like 2 and 3x of what I paid for stuff, which is interesting. I think the thing that's kind of unnerving there is it feels very Topshot bubble-ish, where it's starting to get that momentum and you're on that rise to the top. So sooner or later, you would think it will plateau unless it is going to bring all more people onboarding to digital. So, I mean, I have enough where I'm not going crazy over there, but I'm not buying, LeBron Prism Silvers out of 1,800 for like $5,000, whatever's going on right now. But
like you're trusting the mint count a bit more.
Yeah, it's a nice alternative. I think I like the alternative of it being close, like the physical card going digital. And Top Shot is a nice alternative of having the full video experience, totally different product. So I think it's always good to have options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got some very beginning, the Series 1. I don't know if they even call it Series 1 Panini stuff. I mean, everybody's talking about the values going up on it and everything. It's not. For the stuff that I got, I think I got them all super expensive. So I think if I bought them at 100%, and I think they went down to 2%, and I think they're up to like 30%, that's still like, I'm not getting anything that's making my eyes pop on the things that I have. But I bought the stuff years ago. It all crapped out, and then it just went away. I just walked away from it. So I went back and checked, and I was like, okay, I could get $2 from stuff I paid $5 for, or I could get $3 for things I paid $8 for. I'd rather just let it sit there for right now, but I'll check it and maybe move stuff. But it's not, I have a bunch of random players too, so I don't think anybody cares about my Thunder Gallinari Panini cards, or
Gallinari
or my Kelly Oubres, or whatever.
But there's definitely some good buys on there if you're a fan. I would say I enjoy ripping packs on there as well, and going through some of the some of the athletes, just collecting them because some of them are at a real good deal. I mean, you can still get some low mints. It's kind of like candy, where it's on candy. Got a 25 mint, and it's okay, it's going to be $10 for like one of your favorite players, and it's like, well, what, why not? Almost, it's like,
but that would be a parallel, right? Minted to that, right?
No, some are just some are not parallel. Some of them are just like a set. For example, it's there's not there's different sets that have different mints. Same with candy. Where it's like they'll come out with the All-Star set, and then I believe the Epics there are to 25. So it's really, some of those, there is a common where that is a parallel. But then on Panini, there's some that aren't parallel at all. They're just a whole different set. They're limited to 25, and it's up to you. It's just some of them that pop over there that have that, like the downtowns have a big hit.
The kabooms, the downtowns.
Yep. So those are the ones, obviously, that are getting the big price points. But it's kind of hard to understand, though, when something else that's just as limited, but just not one of those sets, and it's substantially cheaper. You can pick up, a LeBron for, under $150 with a low mint, but then you have them on a kaboom, and it's $60,000. So it's kind of like, it's some of the stuff's been getting crazy prices. But I think digitally, it's kind of it's affected also by the physical world. I mean, you guys have been seeing some of these crazy card sale prices in the physical, dual autographs, selling for being, auctioned off to Mr. Wonderful and his group bidding on that for, highest sold ever price for a, Logo Man patch. I mean, it's just crazy, some of these things going on out there, but it seems like it's becoming part of the pop craze in a way. Are there any grails out there you guys feel like if you had the chance, this is what I would buy? We'll go around before we sign off here. Just kind of if you had something physical that you would say would be your grail card or memorabilia. Schuchster, you want to start us out?
Taylor Horton Tucker rookie card. No, I'm just joking. Right now I'd probably get a Wembanyama rookie jersey card. That I think that would be a smart one.
Like a patch, auto patch or something.
I think that would be something cool to have. I don't know. I don't. Physical collectibles have been away from me for so long that I think about how do I start? Where do I get into? And you get overwhelmed, and I go on eBay and I'm like, maybe I can find some decent Kobe rookies or something like that. And you see some stuff and you're like, I don't know what the mint counts are on these. I don't know what the value is. I have no idea. So it's hard for me to really get invested on it because I don't know, it's not always just transparent.
Yeah, no. For value wise, it's sometimes difficult, but sometimes it's just, hey, I want this because I like the guy, and I don't, and I'm holding on to it forever. There's some of those collectibles.
Jalen Horton-Tucker rookie card, man. That's gonna pop someday, man.
That's yours. That's your grail right there, Stevie G. What do we got? What's your go-to? What's your grail?
Yeah, I think the Jordan Flair rookie is one that stands out. I mean, that's just been around forever. I feel like that's an ultimate grail you just keep and hold forever, generational. I mean, and vintage wise too, I always liked Willie Mays. Like I never saw Mays play, obviously, but like vintage has always seemed to stand the test of time and the waves of collecting and stuff. So I'd love to have like a Mays rookie or some real good vintage Willie Mays stuff. Oh, don't bring one out, Paul. Paulie's going to break one out now out of the drawer randomly.
You got one of my guys over here. This is a ball over here. This is actually a Willie Mays autograph. I don't know how to get on here, but this is a ball of his. I got a bat. He's one of my favorites as well. There, even on the Yankee fan, but I just think as far as how smooth as he played, out in the field there, and just amazing, numbers and just fun to watch. Just his swing was just like a piece of art, artwork. Just watching them swing away at the ball was just a clutch baseball player.
Yeah, I mean, I was a Griffey fan growing up. So like as watching Griffey, and then you get into like the history of baseball. Mays was like I think the generation prior version of Griffey, and that's what he reminded me of. That's why I think I gravitate into Mays a lot. Is such a similar style to Griffey from the previous generation. But that's an awesome ball. If you have a bat, that's awesome stuff.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely something. I think it's just some of the prices on them aren't that bad, so it's something that if it's something cool like that, it's just nice to something to look at.
I had a ball like that, but some lady in a Phillies jersey came and took it from me. Man, it was messed up.
Oh boy,
I saw that on Twitter, I think.
Yeah.
And Trevor, what's on your wish list if you ever?
Well, it's still the Edwin signed parrot.
Oh,
all these grails of collecting, like
checking on Parrots.
I'd love them too, but at a certain threshold, I'd also rather just take a $10,000 vacation.
That's true
as well. Like the stuff that I like to collect physically, at least, is all has a bit of a personal story behind it. Like getting one of the bottles of rosé that Marc Gasol was chugging during the Raptors championship parade. Like I'd love that.
That's awesome. That's cool. That is some neat stuff. Yeah, some stuff is just memorable because it means, brings you back to that time exactly when something, like you said, Toronto's, championship moment. But listen, you can take your vacation, but pack that parrot. You never know. You run into Edwin.
Yeah, like they happened to be at the pool next to me, and I didn't have the parrot.
And you don't have the parrot. That vacation is going to be the worst vacation of your life.
Suddenly, I'm trying to find from a concierge where to buy stuffed animals in Hawaii or somewhere.
Beautiful. Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on the pod today. And
hold on, Paulie. Let me show my pull from today.
All right. Oh yes, special pull. Special
today,
pull. There we go.
Topshot did they're not selling these $5 packs for the playoffs. So they did a trade-in 5 common moments, and and they'll give you a pack. So I was just cranking through. I had a bunch of common moments. I was like just cranking through them. I got like 15 or 16 packs. So then here, should I share a screen because I got the replay going right now?
You can try. You could give it a click. See if this works.
Let's see. Yeah. Chrome, okay.
Let me see if I can.
Okay, so I guess
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Okay, here, let's share.
There we go.
Is that an option there?
I can put it in. Oh, there we go.
All
there
right.
We go, guys. This is nice. Chuck,
so I went through for the replays, and you can replay a pack opening. So cranking through them, and I was cranking through so many that I was I was just clicking open all. So here's what I got.
Open all. You got a hollow. Look at this. Dang, nice.
Paige Becker's number 2 rookie revelation.
for a
biggest pull I've ever.
You burned 5 comments and turned it into that?
5 comments to get that.
Get out of here. No wonder why you came on the show. You were like, oh, that's it. I'm going on.
I agreed to come on the show before I had known that.
I know. Maybe that was the reason.
I'm telling you guys, I never pull anything. Well, no, from the trade ticket packs back in the day, it was 350 trade tickets. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Nice.
I pulled the LeBron Topshot debut when I was still going for like $7,000. I flipped it. Everybody's like, that's a grail right there. I was like, it's going to go down. Like, prices are going down. It's not going to hold at $7,000. I'm glad I flipped that and then bought the Seeing Star set.
Oh boy.
Oh, geez.
That'll stand the test of time.
Yeah. Well, they're both, well, whatever. So I have had some luck, but I usually get nothing. So me getting that, I was like, holy crap. So maybe I'll be able to trade this for Will Chamberlain to somebody, but so few people. So people
have that start you on the road towards a wilt,
right?
Yeah.
So anybody out there has a wilt, the 2 of you that have pulled one in a pack.
There we go.
If you're interested, hit me up at Schuchster.
Nice. All right, buddy. Thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. We had a lot of fun here. Keep watching, collecting, and connecting. Keep getting trading in those commons for Legos, like our buddy Buster over here. All righty. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.